Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Marcos. Marcos is from Spain, but he lives in Helsinki in Finland. So, let's see what Marcos has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I certainly can. How are you, Marcos?
All good, all good. It's Monday, so being good, it's actually good.
So how is your Monday? Do you like Mondays?
No, but I hate more Tuesdays. They are mean. For me, they are even worse than Mondays. Mondays, I'm still, I don't know, just smelling part of the weekend. On Tuesday,
It's a reality. It's like the reality.
You're full there and you're still having the rest of the week for you, so no.
Marcos, so tell me, where are you from?
I'm originally from Spain, from Madrid, but I'm living in Helsinki since July the past year. So yeah.
And why Helsinki? Why Finland?
Well, I decided to come here before the pandemic. It was December 2019, and I was having a bad time at home in Spain. My work actually didn't make me happy, and I really needed a change of, I don't know, the ambience, like the whole thing. Like my friends, I love my friends, but I really needed to change the routine and stuff. So, Helsinki, well, Finland has been one country that I've been in love since the very first time. I came here like 9 years ago visiting, and since that moment on, I was hooked. I don't know, yes.
Amazing. And since then, when you look back, we've been there since July, so it's been a few months only. Since then, do you feel like you did the right choice?
Yeah, definitely. When people think about Spanish people, well, we all have stereotypes, and the stereotypes came from a place. So part of it is probably true, but unlikely. Most of the Spaniards, I'm a very, very tranquil person. I'm very, very quiet, and I love my me time and my individuality. And here is the perfect place for that. Even too perfect for that, I must say. But yeah, I don't know. I think I did the right thing. Well, like when you enter these changes, you find another problems that you didn't think about. But I'm still thinking I did right.
Amazing. I think if the positive side, it's kind of better than the negative, so why not? I think nowhere you go is going to be perfect anyway. So, but if you feel happier than not feeling very good about the place, but if you happen like at least higher than the being said, why not?
Yeah, well, this country is supposed to be like the happiest country in the world.
Wow.
So also they have a very high suicide rate, but I'm not commenting on that. But for the rest of people, it's one of the most happiest countries in the world. And now I can notice,
Amazing. And tell me, what do you do for a living, Marcos?
Well, I have a very boring profession, let's say. It sounds very good, but in reality it's not that exciting. I'm a consultant for marketing, and my area of expertise is technology, like AdTech and MarTech. So all the platforms that we utilize just to move videos, just to, I don't know, do social media, or just selling stuff. That's a boy.
You are the best person for that.
Well, I'm a good one.
And also, when I was checking your Instagram profile, you are an artist as well. You do illustration. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, well, I've always been a very lonely boy, and I always loved to like drawing and stuff. And I think this gene runs strong in my family. I have cousins that they are amazing artists. My niece is also amazing, and even my mom, I discovered along the years that she was also drawing when she was younger. But I always liked to draw, and there was a moment I moved to London, and I was a graphic designer at that time, and I was just illustrating books on stuff for kids actually.
Wow.
Then the editorial asked me to draw something different, like it was stories for adults, so it was a big change. And then I came back to Spain and I stopped drawing for more than a decade. But
Wow.
yeah, I was so into my work and stuff, so I couldn't find the time or the energy. But it's something that is part of me. It's just it's part of my soul, and it emerged at some point. And like few years ago, I was just, I don't know, walking this pathway to change myself, and I said, okay, this makes you very happy
Mhm.
when it's not your job, when it's something that you do just because you want it. And I try to take out all the excuses. And the excuses could be like, oh, I don't bring any notebook, or I have nothing to draw. So I bought an iPad. I was on a trip to Hong Kong, and I bought an iPad, and I started to draw again.
Oh.
And it was like one of the best decisions I've ever made, because I think this artistic side of me, it just prevents me to go to therapy, but actually show to the rest of the people what is inside of me. It's probably very dark what I'm publishing and stuff, but there are many things that I'm not publishing that can be more erotic, more naive, more introspective. But I don't know, I just love it. And I just one thing, I've learned to read with X-Men and Marvel and stuff like that. So I've been a comic book enthusiast since the very beginning, and I even participated in making comic books in Spain.
Wow.
Yeah, it's strange because I'm well in the making of comic books and illustrations. There's one part that is coloring, and you might think, well, that's very normal. It's very normal, but the thing is that I'm colorblind.
Oh my God. Thing.
And I'm coloring and illustrating and painting and stuff like that. So that was part of my my struggle. Let's
Challenge. Yes. Wow. But so via colorblind, so you don't see any colors, so just different colors.
It's very mild in my case, and well, there are very different ways of this chromatopsia, but mine is affecting how I perceive the blue on the yellow.
Oh wow!
But it's different. It's different. But I'm doing well, and I'm just like painting with numbers, and just okay. It might be a blue. Nah, let's go. But yeah, like. Well, all my friends are always laughing about me, like, how the hell are you capable to draw and paint if you can see the colors? But
amazing. I was checking a little bit your work, your artwork, and I was fascinated. And you can see the passion there. You can see that when you see a piece of art and you can feel that the person, the artist, is really having the time. Having their moments. You can see, is their soul there? Is their signature there as well? So good, very good. I'm glad to hear you are living your dream. You are living your passion. You are living, the gifts that you've been given. So why not?
Well, for me, it's just entering to the zone. It's just a drug. it's better than any drug or any alcohol or anything. It's just your moment, the time stop existing for you for, I don't know, 4 hours, can be 6 hours, it doesn't matter. It's just you and your art and your feelings, and well, the worst you feel or the best you feel, like the euphoria or whatever, it's just fuel for that. And I don't know, it's just an amazing moment that you are living with yourself. And I don't know, for me it's magic.
Amazing. Marcos, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Go for it. I have nothing to hide.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend. Best friends, full of random questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to move a little bit before the first question, okay?
Perfect.
Let's do it. Marcos, through the game, if there is a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, I always can change, okay? It's all very friendly. First question for you is, who do you count the most for help?
Probably my mom. She's always there for everybody, and she's carrying so much. Even now that she lives like 3,000 kilometers away, she's always worrying, and she's so good. I love her so much.
Oh, very sweet. And do you have siblings as well, brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have an older sister, and we don't talk too much, you know. We call each other like, I don't know, once a month.
Mm-hmm.
But this feeling that she's always there and she understands me perfectly. I don't know, since I was 18, like that, from that moment, as far as I remember, we've been very close in that way. Like the connection was completely honest and, I don't know, just direct.
Mm-hmm.
So she's amazing, but she's my only sister, so that's what I have. And also she has a daughter and 2 sons, and she's married. So this is all my family basically, and all my cousins from my mother's side, that I love them so much.
Oh, sweet. And when you decide to move to Finland, did your mom support you?
Well, she knows I have a very, 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 very stubborn personality, or let's say when I'm making a decision, it's made. It's already made, and she knows that I'm planning ahead, and I'm not making a lot of crazy things. But still, she felt that she was getting older and older, and she was afraid. She couldn't support me the way she wants. So
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning, it wasn't that easy. But I played my cards with her sister, my auntie, and she supports as well. So she helped my mom to understand why I was doing this, and it was just because I wasn't happy. And I'm almost 40, and I couldn't live like that forever. It was just no, I cannot.
I see. Very good. I think our parents, our mom, they, even though they, you know what I mean, they want us to be happy, but it's difficult for them to let it go because the bond is so close, it's so strong that I can tell. I left Brazil, I was 19 years old, and I remember seeing my mom cry in the airport. Like, my God, that was the moment when I felt the connection was broken, like not broken, but it was like, I felt like, okay, now it's just me, not plan B anymore. There's just plan A now. So I totally understand your point. Anyway, as they say, the parents, they raise the children for the world, not from themselves. So there we go.
Exactly.
Right, before the next question, tell me what do you like the most about your job and what's the most challenging part?
Wow. The thing that I enjoy the most, and it's probably because I think it's a trait of my personality, is help others. Just, I don't know, just make them grow as professionals or their business or just, I don't know, if I can teach something, I'm super happy. I'm not this kind of person that is super, I don't know, like what I have in mind when I'm thinking about the US Americans, like the leadership and so, I don't know, goal oriented. I'm not that guy. I prefer to make the people around me thrive, and that is what actually makes me, I don't know, the happiest. And the most challenging things, well, there are some. You have to be reminded that I'm in a northern country coming from a southern country, and my area of expertise is like cutting edge technology. So sometimes, and also I don't speak the Finnish language yet, so it's a little bit challenging. But I would say that it's keeping myself excited about what I'm doing. That is actually the most challenging part of it.
I see. All right. Next question for you is, what is your spirit animal?
Oh, I think it could be a fox.
Tell me about it.
Well, I always thought that a wolf could be super nice, or I don't know, a bear, because I'm super fat and you know, hairy and stuff. But no, I think I'm not strong, like physically strong, and I'm most cunning in a way. And there are some, I don't know, I've just grown up like hearing stories about the foxes, a lot of mythology and folklore, and I really like this aspect of this animal, that it's very smart, can be good, and can be also a little bit not that good. And all the stories about that, like in Japanese culture, is amazing. It is a guardian, but also it can be like kind of a demon or a bad spirit, depending on that. It grows in power with experience and years, and that is actually something that it meets my own personality. And also there is a nice myth here to explain the Northern Lights in Finland. In Finland, it's called Revontuli, the Northern Lights, the Aurora Borealis, and it's basically, they say that the lights in the sky are produced by a fox, a special fox.
Wow!
That if you manage to hunt him down, you will have a desire fulfilled. But actually, like, all the flames are the tail of the fox just moving the crystals of the snow in the sky. So I just loved it.
Amazing. It's funny, the connection as well. You know, you are in the place where fox is so well seen. You know what I mean? It's like it's a special animal there, connected with the northern lights. My God, one of the the main points of Finland where people go to see. So very interesting, very interesting. You're saying that, I was thinking about foxes. As you know about London, there are so many foxes, you know, around London, and people tend to see as a negative way of the foxes. But saying that, I was in Canada. The first time I went to Canada a few years ago, I went camping with my friends, my best friend, and suddenly I saw this fox, like with these little foxes around, but the pigs. We stopped the car, you know, and she had like a squirrel in her mouth. I think she was feeding them, and they were just jumping like little dogs. I have pictures actually. If I find, I'll send you at one point. But they were so cute, like they were jumping on her, and she was like kind of walking about this beautiful sunset happening at the same time as well. So it was like a magical time. And from this day, I was like, oh my goodness, I just enjoyed seeing that scene, you know what I mean, with these little Foxes was just beautiful. Yeah, I remember that scene. It stuck to my head for until now, and I think it was very special.
Nice.
Next question. Okay, Marcos, let's see. Next question is, what keeps you up at night?
Ooh. I must say that I'm sleeping very well, and probably because my moral actually is quite strict, so I don't do something that keeps me up by night, but I cannot control my mind. So probably I will be up at night thinking about some drawing that is haunting my mind, just an idea or something that I read or something that I experienced, I don't know, in one of my walks through the forest nearby, or it can't be anything. It's just I need to just get up, grab my stuff and start drawing or something. Yeah, that's probably what that's it.
Are you more of a day or a night person?
Right now, I'm more a day person. I used to be a night person, and sometimes from time to time, I love to enjoy just, I don't know, stay in the night, just awaken or with friends. If it is with friends, that's the perfect setup. Just fixing the world, speaking till 6 a.m. in the morning. That's dope. But I must say that coming here, to learn to appreciate the light, the daylight, because here is difficult sometimes, especially during some months. So I try to get the most of the light. So I'm becoming an early bird, let's say. But I used to be more a night person. Yeah.
Very good. Next question, Marks. Let's do it.
Go.
Before the next question, tell me what was the biggest challenge for you when you arrived in Helsinki, in Finland? When you look back, what was the most difficult part for you to adapt yourself, or to, you know what I mean, to get yourself into the routine of Helsinki?
I was looking for some calm. But people here, like the culture here is different.
Sorry, you're looking for some what? Sorry?
Calm, like to be calm, just to be quiet, just to find I don't know, peace.
Okay.
Let's say. But here, I came at the end of the summer and with the COVID. So I'm not speaking the language. It was hard because people here tend to hibernate when the summer is ending. They just, I don't know, they just wrap up. They become, I don't know, just more and more lonely people. And I was missing so badly just doing something, I don't know, like just I decide something in that moment, like after work, I want to have a drink and it can be whatever, it's gonna be just one drink or whatever, but it was very hard to do something or to find some people just to do that. Also, there are not so many bars here, like there are bars, but not like in Spain, that we have like 3 or 4 in the same street. And the people is a little bit more, I don't know, just they do the things like that. They don't plan ahead that much. Here, if you want to have a drink with somebody or a dinner or something, they are not going to improvise. You need to make the plan 1 week in advance.
Wow.
And that, and that it's efficient because also they are very, 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 let's say, controlled and committed. But it takes out all the freshness or just, I don't know. And it's not in my character, I guess, not in my culture, let's say. And this is one of the things that I really, really notice as a cultural shock. Yeah.
Nice. And speaking English there, is it easy for you to live a normal life, like speak English?
Yeah, in Finland, they are very proud about the language, and they should, because it's one of the most difficult languages in the world. super complicated. Like they have 15 declinations, it's 6 only for direction. It's completely crazy. And they have they don't have a root in common with the Latin related languages like Portuguese or Spanish or French. So it's difficult to learn. But this is like the spine for them, because they've been a part of Russia and Sweden. And the language is actually something that they had in common all along all those years. And they do speak normally in Finnish, but they know that it's difficult, especially for people. And they switch to a very, very functional English.
Wow.
Like that. So they are so kind. And they are very welcoming. Yeah, it's amazing. For me, it's amazing. Even with my rusty English and everything, they just adapt.
Very good. Good to know. Next question is, what is your funniest memory of your time at school?
There was a milestone in my life. I was very shy at the beginning of my life, and there was a teacher in high school. She was Carmen. The name was Carmen, and she was just a box of surprises. It was amazing, and it was, I don't know. And she could read through all my defenses. But probably by that time it wasn't very very nice, but she could read through them. And we were on a trip with the rest of the class, and we went to Greece, and we were in Delphi. That is a magic place that you should visit if you haven't. It's where the oracle was delivering, the Pythia was delivering the oracles, and it's just magic, and it's covered in flowers. I remember that like in a dream, all flowers full of cats just around you. There is one fountain that is called Castalia, that is where the Pythia was drinking before giving the future. And she actually made me stand up in the middle of a restaurant and put myself on top of a table and dance with her. I'm a very bad dancer, and she made me dance with her. And that was the moment I broke my shell.
Wow, amazing.
And she took out all my shyness, all my, complexes.
Insecurity.
Everything was washed away. And she was the very first person who noticed me in a way. Then, I was, 15 maybe, 16. And I have dealing with more insecurities about, body shaming and stuff like that. And I went to other processes for that. But that very moment, I remember I can't even hear like my shell cracking.
Amazing.
At that moment.
Oh my God, I hope she will watch this interview and she'll be very happy to know that. I think teachers, they have such a big impact in our lives, and sometimes they don't know that. I'll share something with you, Marcos. Back in Brazil, I used to play volleyball a lot as a teenager. I loved volleyball, like I was playing for years. And of course, at the time, boys, they were playing soccer all the time and football, and but I was very focused on volleyball. And being a gay boy at the time as well, being gay, I remember that, of course, sometimes I was being bullied, because of that. But this teacher, I had a teacher that she was physical education. She was very imposing, she was very tall, very strong, and I loved it when she was around because she was very strong, and I just loved having her. I felt safe. Saying that, I started doing interviews in Portuguese as well for the Magic Box, and I invited her, and she accepted, and I did the interview. It was amazing, and I told her at one point how much I appreciate her to be around me at the time, and she got very emotional because she didn't know. She said, "Really, I didn't know I was having this impact in your life." I said, "Yes, you did. Just the fact you're there, close to me, around me, I just felt safe. I felt that I could play volleyball, I could be myself, I could be strong because I knew you were there. I knew that you're there to support me. If someone would say something, would pick on me, you would be there. And she got very emotional. I was, oh my God, I didn't know that. I had no idea. I was just doing my job. I said, yes, I know you're there, but you had this approach of protection. As you said, my God, as you say, how amazing you felt, like this, your shell broken, and like it was a moment in your life. And I totally understand that.
She helped me. I remember one moment that she was very, very helpful. I was gay, but I was just, discovering and accepting that part of me, and she could read through all of it.
Yeah.
And she created this exercise for the entire class, and it was working in teams. And I was with another guy who was straight, was one of my friends. And we were speaking about the 4 different kind of love in the ancient Greek, because this teacher was teaching, classical culture, Greece and Rome and stuff, and that part of the philosophy. And it was very nice, because I have, I don't know, a lot of problems just with that. Mm-hmm. And through that exercise, we show to ourselves and also to the rest of the class what is love, what was love and what remains in our present culture. Mm-hmm. And for me, that experience was enlightening.
Wow.
It just woke me up. I was like, this is you. You are going to be like that for the rest of your life, and you have to decide if you want to live that life, or you have to, I don't know, be in disguise or just pretend that you can be something else. But be careful, because this is who you are. Mm-hmm. And you will ever be.
Amazing. Mrs. Carmen, I hope you are watch the interview. You made someone very special. You had a big impact in somebody's life. Okay, send my kiss to you. I hope you watch the interview. Yes, this interview is for you. I got goosebumps now. Look, this interview is for you. It's a gift for you to at the time, to even without knowing, you're supporting someone special. You're helping someone to be the person you are today. So yeah,
she saved me in so many ways.
Amazing. Oh my God, I hope she watched the interview. I hope. Next question. Let's do it. Next question for you is, describe yourself in 1 positive word and 1 negative word only.
Okay, let's go positive. I can adapt to anything at all. I will survive. I will survive. And the negative part is that sometimes I am very, 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 I don't know, like inside of myself, and nobody can reach me. Nobody. I just keep away everybody, everything. It's just me. I probably think it's a defense mechanism, mm-hmm. But I'm very stubborn, mm-hmm. And that's just, and I'm very proficient just keeping people away from me.
What is your star sign?
Well, my sun sign is Taurus. My ascending is Aries, and my moon is in Cancer, I think.
I see. Now I'm just asking you because I'm Scorpio, and usually Scorpio, they are very private, and we have this mechanism of not letting people,
yeah.
To us, I understand that. So when you mentioned that, I was like, he might be Scorpio.
No. I'm even worse. I'm Taurus. You know what it is? My God.
Next question. Let's do it. I need to ask a question. As you say that, I think we are the same age, because you're gonna be 40 and I'm gonna be 40 as well. Do you know a Brazilian entertainer called Xuxa?
Of course. Of course. Of course.
Rainha de los Barritos. I'm just asking because I know I'm a big fan. My goodness, I grew up watching her, you know, and I know she's big, very famous as well in Spain. And when I have a guest on my show from Spain, around my age as well, and I'm so tempted to ask that because I love her. It was her birthday yesterday, actually. She turned 59.
Oh.
59, can you imagine? Yeah,
Okay.
it's still this beautiful, you know, blonde, like full of this beautiful energy, you know. So yeah, very good. Shusha,
It's part of it. Yeah, we love you. It's part of my childhood, and in Spain, she was huge.
Yeah.
Like, wow, amazing.
Yeah. Oh, you made my day now. You made my day. Next question for you is: when was the last time that you cried and why?
It was I remember because it was not long ago. It was like a few weeks ago, and I was just drawing and listening to music, and I discovered one song. It just pop up there, and it reminded me of my grandma, and because of the lyrics. The lyrics say something about now that I don't have fear anymore, and you are not here to see it. What would you say? I would send you later on the song. It's in Spanish, but I don't know. It touched my heart, and I started crying. And I don't know. I started crying. I was crying, and my boyfriend appeared and said, "What's wrong with you?" And he said, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I couldn't take it. It was just, I don't know, overwhelming flow of emotions." And I don't know, it's nothing special for the people, but me, it's just touched my heart. And yeah.
Amazing. Was a moment for yourself? Was a moment of you know, of your feelings, of your emotions, of your connection with your grandmother? I think it's beautiful. I think all of us we have those strong bound connection with our grandparents. You know what I mean? It's even sometimes stronger than with our parents as well. Somehow they have a very special place in our hearts, and you know the way they approach, the way they you know live with us, it's special. I think it's always a beautiful.
They should be eternal. That's
yes,
the thing.
Absolutely. Right, I have 3 questions left for you. Okay, let's do it. Is your boyfriend from Finland?
No, he's Spanish as well, and he loves Finland as much or even more than I do. So no, we are both Spaniards.
But did you move together there, or you met?
Yeah.
I moved together.
Yeah. We've been together for 11 years. Yeah, 11 years. Yeah, I don't know how much is in how long it is in gay years, but it's probably a lot.
Beautiful. I can see your eyes shining talking about. Look, talking about relationship. What do you consider most romantic?
Well, I don't know. The most romantic thing, it was, I don't know, it wasn't with him, so not sorry. It was with my ex-boyfriend, one of my ex-boyfriends, and there was a moment, it was my birthday, and actually he made me a super gift. And he contacted one artist in the United States that I loved, and he asked him to draw me as a character, a comic book character, and he get it, printed, and it was like handmade, and he delivered just to my house. And it was like the moment I felt so special, and I felt that somebody knew me so well that it was like super romantic. It was like, oh my God. Amazing. Unfortunately, it didn't last, but
Okay, the memories will be always there, you know what I mean? Lessons, memories, and this beautiful present as well that you still remember. That's what counts.
Exactly. Experience.
Absolutely. It's always part of the journey.
Exactly.
2 questions left, Marcos. Let's do it. Before the next question, tell me, as an artist, as an illustrator, drawing, do you find when you have those moments, as you say, sometimes you like being drawing, you like to spend some time doing it, it's like a therapy for you, it's yourself, you enjoy so much. It comes naturally, or sometimes some days you just don't have this way of doing it, or you can do anytime, you can just sit down and do it, or you just need to have some inspiration sometimes?
It works both ways. Sometimes you cannot control it. It's just the motion on the art for doing it. It's just overwhelming, and you just have to stop whatever you are doing and just do it. And sometimes it's when I feel like I'm being, I don't know, super stressed, or just I think it's been a long time since last time. I force myself just to draw, like mechanic drawing, and then there is a spark. 5 minutes, you lost me, and I will be out forever. So there are ways to trigger that point and enter the zone and get your dose for that.
Amazing. Next question for you is, what is the worst pickup line have you ever heard?
The worst? Well, my life is interesting in a way. So the worst, probably I was in high school, and my art teacher told me that I didn't have the talent. I just didn't have the talent. Wow. That like perseverance will bring me where my lack of talent could not. And that was a horrible line for a kid with very poor self-esteem and stuff. And the worst part was my reaction. Because I was very, very mean, and now I wouldn't dare to say that, but I told her, okay, then I can always come back and become an art teacher in a suburb high school in Spain, and just blame the rest of people for my mistakes. That wasn't very good.
But I'm sure it made you stronger and made you believe more in yourself, and you become. I think everything counts in life, even those tragic moments that we have through. Sometimes they are necessary as well for us to, you know what I mean. Sometimes we don't even see the message, but it's just part of the journey. You know what I mean? Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know, experience. I like experiences, and I think all we can learn from the good and from the bad. People think that we learn more from the bad things, but that is not true. Actually, we learn more from the happiest. But I'm super glad to be. I've been in very bad places in my life, and that is okay, because the person I am today, it's just the result of that journey. Absolutely.
You should be grateful for both sides. Sometimes I think that if it would be just skies, flowers, beautiful, we wouldn't learn anything. It would be boring in a way. So it's good to have those spices time as well. It's not easy, of course, because sometimes it can be very difficult, but come on. You know, all of us you're gonna fall down one point, but just the way how you're gonna pick yourself up, that's the biggest challenge. That's the big challenge, what counts.
Exactly.
Ready for the last one?
Go for it.
Let's do it. Vamos. But before the last question, would you like to tell me a word or phrase, something that you've learned already in Finnish, something that you find interesting,
Oh,
funny, or anything?
they have very crazy idioms, like super crazy. There's one that makes no sense at all. That is, when they want to say good job, they say sillä sipuli. That means it's an onion.
Oh, it's like a slang.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, it makes no sense at all. That's just the way they have this expression, and it makes no sense. But there is one that I really love, that it's keton häntä kainalossa, that it's a way to describe somebody that has a secret agenda, and like the correct translation is like, you can see the tails, the fox tails under your arm. And I think it's beautiful how they say it. I really love that.
And of course, for your connection with foxes, it fits very well for you, of course.
Exactly, of course.
Next question for you is, what do you like the most about yourself?
Physically, emotionally.
Anything. When you think about yourself, what do you think? Okay, I like myself because of this. I like myself. That.
Well, physically, it's the only asset that I can rely on are my eyes. That
the first thing that caught my attention when I saw your profile. Like, wow.
Well, this light is not very good, but actually they are uncommon. And also they change the color.
Go close the camera like this, just for me to see if I can see it.
No.
It's the light. Yeah.
it's the light is awful, but they are amber and also green, and it's changed with my emotions. Actually, you can see if it is not a good moment to speak to me or to have a discussion with me. If they are very green, don't do that. If they are yellow, it's okay, go for it. But yeah, this is like a physical asset. And a good thing of me, I wouldn't say that I'm creative or resilient. No, it's not like that. I probably highlight that I'm strong in a way. You can always count with me, like count on me, because I will be there.
Very good. Beautiful. It's not the end yet. Okay, let's play now the word association game. I'm going to give away some words, and you just tell me one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Okay, I hope no word in Spanish come up, but yeah. Let's see.
So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Family.
Caring.
One word for money.
It's a media.
One word for love.
Friends.
Life.
A pathway.
Sex.
Just the best hobby ever.
Ooh. Politics.
Interesting.
Religion.
Not for me, I would say. Not for me, but interesting as well.
Okay. One word for fear.
Fear. I would say there's no word. It's an expression. Fear makes you be more vigilant. So it's good for you.
Friendship.
Home.
Desire.
Blood.
Regret.
Regret. Poisonous.
Success.
Be happy. Just happiness.
One word for wish.
Wish. Oof. Travels.
One word for happiness.
For happiness, experiences.
One word for Helsinki.
I would answer with a word in Finnish. It's ruska. And ruska is that moment of the year where everything becomes red and gold.
Wow.
And it's just magical.
Beautiful. One word for Finland.
Finland, I would say process.
One word for Spain.
Chaos.
One word for Madrid.
Memories.
One word for illustrator.
Shelter.
And the last one now, an artist. One word for artist.
Artist, I would say fragile.
Interesting. Let's pretend now I'm going to go for a coffee with your lovely boyfriend, and I'm going to ask him, tell me the most beautiful thing about Marcos and tell me something that he still needs to work on, to improve on. What he would say?
The best thing, he probably would say that I protect everybody around me, always. And the thing that I should change is that I'm very stubborn. Super. Like the prototypical Taurus, that's me. That's me.
Just the fact that you know that is already halfway of the improvement, for sure.
Yeah. But still, I'm not going to change my mind.
Of course, it's still there, but just the fact that you know it, you are aware it, you accept it, it's more soft for people around you. It's a big achievement.
It is.
Let's play now, Marcos and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. I should put Ilari Ilari. Oh. You can ask me a question now, Marcos.
I would say, I would like to ask you, I've seen all the videos, well, most of them during this week. I would like to know, what is the special thing that you see in all of the people that you interview? What is the thing that is special and common to all of us?
Beautiful question. I've done already over 500 interviews around the globe, and nobody asked this question yet. I love the question. My goodness, I love it. Marcos, beautiful question. I think that I'm so fortunate, I'm so lucky to be able to connect with amazing people like you around the globe, sharing so many beautiful stories. I think that it's such a gift, for me to be able to see those smiling faces, like getting emotional when they talk about things that, for some reason touch their hearts. Smiles when they are thinking about their best memories, when they talk about things. I think it's I feel the emotions, I feel their emotions, I feel their pain, I feel their happiness, I feel their desire. I feel all those emotions through my guests. Before we start the interview, I was just having a thought about the show, and I think, my God, imagine how amazing is to see those people, thinking about the interview afterwards, even before as well, preparing themselves, and they don't know what to expect. And I was thinking to myself, every interview is different. Every interview, even though can repeat the questions, but there's always, of course, different questions because people, But answering to your question, I think the most special thing that I get from people, it's a lot, but I realized through this journey, Marcos, that all of us, we are very different. I think all of us, we are very different, but at the same time as well, we are so similar, we are so connected, we are so fragile, we are so strong, we are so, how can I explain? You know, our emotions are so similar to other people as well. It doesn't matter if you are in Asia, if you are in South America, if you're in Europe, you know, it's always, I realize that people, they're so unique, but sometimes somehow they are very similar. There's so much similarity between, you know, people. It doesn't matter their journey in life. It doesn't matter how they've been raised or what they believe, what their religion, their religions are. But I when I think about the people that be in the show or participate on the show, I see a beautiful similarity. I see everyone wants to be a better person. Everyone wants to be a better person. They are there trying to improve themselves, you know, with their emotions. As you say about this turbo, you know, I can feel that, you know that, but you want to be a better person. You want to, you know, to be around people around you, to you know, to just to be better, to, you know, to improve yourself. So my question to you is just, people that are very similar and they are always trying to improve themselves, to, you know, to be able to make their people around them happier and more love, you know, share more love around their people around them. So yes, I could tell so many things because, you know, I for me, believe me, for me, like talking to people, I learn something new. For example, talking to you now, I learn things that's gonna be for my mind forever. You talk about the foxes all the time now. When I see a fox, believe me, I'm gonna think about people all the time now. That's for sure. So you see, so for me, it's always something new. It's always something I learn. So I feel so fortunate and so lucky that I'm able to do that. And yeah, I think the biggest similarity I see in people, just everyone is very similar. We are, doesn't matter the color of your skin, doesn't matter what do you like, your sexuality, you know, if you're a man, a boy, or whatever, it doesn't matter. But they're always, everyone is trying to be a better person and they're trying to improve themselves. I think that's the thing that I see in everyone's face when I do the interview.
That's lovely. That's lovely. Thank you for the answer. Thank you.
No, my pleasure. Thanks so much for the question, because it's such a beautiful question. You know what I mean? I think it's and I like talking about my guests because they're so special to me. You know, Marcos, I think everyone, we meant to have this moment, you and me. Believe me, we meant to have this moment now, because for sure, you know, we're gonna always remember this conversation, you know. And I can't wait to meet you in person one day. I can't wait for us, you know, to meet my guests, because I think it's such a powerful moment. You know what I mean? Because not just for both of us, but people watch the interview as well. Imagine your teacher. I just remember your teacher.
Oh my God!
Can you imagine?
I wish.
Can you imagine? I'm sure you didn't think about her, that she could come like through the interview, and suddenly this beautiful memory came to you, and you know, you're just gonna make someone smile. I'm sure she saw the interview, she's gonna smile about it, and she's gonna feel so happy. So imagine how powerful is that, to see people watch the interview, your family, or your boyfriends, or people that you know, knows you. They're gonna feel so happy, and you know, to know that you know about your stubbornness, about I think it's a beautiful memory. I'm so lucky. Thanks so much for taking your time. Thanks for, you know what I mean, for being sweet and kind and share your memories in life. I think it's beautiful. Thank you very much. Muitas gracias.
Thanks to you. Muito obrigado.
Muito obrigado. Before you go, Marcos, I would like you to share a positive message or a positive quote, something that inspires in life.
I was thinking about two quotes that actually are, well, they're quite nerdy, I must say. The first one is one sentence that I read in a comic book a long time ago, and it says, "Life is a curious thing. The emptier it gets, the more it weighs." So I'm always trying to fill it with a lot of experiences and emotions, good or bad, it doesn't matter. Just leave your life, because that's the thing. And then a good one I learned from an animation series that I really loved, that it's Avatar, and there was one episode that it's very short, but actually they say love is brightest in the dark.
Wow.
Actually, that is super powerful thing. If you think about that, it doesn't matter how dark is the place around you, or how dark do you think you are at that moment. Just grab the love around you, because there is always love.
Amazing. Totally agree. You can find love everywhere, come from different, different parts, different places, because I think it's so powerful as well. I think being loved or receiving love, doesn't matter from your partner, your family, your pets, a stranger in the street, you know what I mean? Anyone. I think
it can be like for an instant, for a couple of hours, if you're having a, I don't know, one night stand or whatever, then actually, if the connection is there, just grab it and get it.
Absolutely. And share the love. I think that's the most beautiful part. Share it, take it and share it as well. I think that's the most beautiful part.
Exactly.
Marcos, thank you so much for the interview. Thank you very much. And we keep in touch, okay? For sure. I can't wait one day. I've never been in Finland before. For sure, when I come to Helsinki, you're going to be my my guide.
You are invited. You're super invited.
Regards to your boyfriend, and you keep in touch, okay? Thanks for the interview. Okay, have a nice evening.
Thanks.
Good night, okay?
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Ciao. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.